And welcome back here as we are on the CCL Kickoff. St. Clair Saints versus Ottawa Gold Map 2, and here we go.
Yeah, underway now. You're going to see the search and destroy. That's going to be Waterloo Gold starting on the offensive side of things as Twix open things up, finding Priestley. Not a great start if you are a St. Clair Saints fan, as now on the defensive side of things, out of 4v3 disadvantage, they're going to throw their util. That's going to be Brandon up there in plane, trying to do something as best he can, watching Wing through that little crack in the door. Let's see if Lavelle can find anything back here on the anchor position. This round is going quite fast, but now we're at a little bit of a stalemate now that Bomb is up there in B. And I honestly think that if you're Brandon here, you could just keep holding that point. Moz is eventually going to push his way up and through there. Brandon going to get naded here down, so it should help, provide them a little bit of an upper hand, but he's going to quickly regen his health. Just a really interesting slow start. Waterloo going to have to make a push here soon as Lavelle evens the playing field, now at 3v3.
Yeah, and here's going to be really interesting as we see that two-player. If that two-player goes up and challenges Brandon, with that number 4, it would be detrimental, as we do see Twix getting another one. Sauce going to try and even it up here, make it a 2v2. Does not see him. All up to AK Lavelle here. 1v3 near the plane. Can Twix, and I think, is that Twix with the ace right there?
I don't think so. I think he got 3.
He picked off Priestley. No, that's the ace, yeah.
Oh, wow. That is the ace, too.
With an ace, round 1.
Yeah, he's going to find one there. Then he's find Sauce, and then he should be waiting here. Lavelle going to try to come around and find the trade, but Twix is all over, and Twix is ready to go in this checkmate search and destroy, completely swinging out of the playing field.
Yeah, some crispy shots right there, and yeah, so it was an ace from him. Almost a perfect round from the side of Waterloo here. And let's see what we can do on offense for the St. Clair Saints right here. Where we're going to opt to take it. I think it will be inside of playing on that B bomb site. So we do see a 3-to-1 split, 3 ARs, 1 SMG. So we see to take this plane control.
Yeah, and that's going to be Priestley answering right back after he falls first, and he will answer back with another first blood. Now Twix, he's looking to keep padding his stat line. He's going to get some shots on Priestley, but unable to clean him up. And Brandon killed himself with a Semtex. I really wonder how that happened.
Yeah, I mean, Priestley did it last, in last hard point, but
It's way different. It's crucial. Yeah. Oh, no, not looking good. Sauce left there alone. Now Waterloo cleaning up their second round in a row. Now continuing to, make a little bit of a push here on the search and destroy. And they're playing more aggressive. St. Clair, they're playing these positions, trying to play for picks, but they're just letting one player, kind of sneak through, get behind them, clean them all up. Really, really difficult if you're from the side of St. Clair, as the only 2 players with kills right now, Lavelle and Priestley. Twix still 5-0 and looking good, as Bork is also 2-1. So if you look at this here, I mean, there's only 2 players on Waterloo with kills and only 2 on St. Clair with kills. 4 players, half this lobby still killless after 2 rounds. But Twix just doing it all right now for Waterloo.
Yeah, so I do feel like right here, St. Clair's taking a slower approach than what they did in Miami. They were a faster approach, And I feel like that, I like this setup right now that they got. They have 2 people in plane in a 1-in-1 setup like we expected, really. But these 2 people in plane, Sauce and Brandon, are going to be the key factor here, as they can double chow something. If they get double chowed, that double chow's back with them.
Yeah, I completely agree. And having 2 players in plane is so huge. They definitely saw Moz swing out there and back, so now they know he's back on the left side of things. Moz will actually clean up Priestley, but oh my god, he gets killed by his own trophy system. Sauce gonna back his way out, play his life. Lavelle losing a crucial gunfight over there, turning it now into a 1v3 all on Sauce. Sauce cleaned up in plane. Waterloo continuously popping off. And, St. Clair didn't even get a kill that round there. The only reason a player died there was due to the fact of Moz killing himself with his own trophy system. Someone just threw some util there, and that laser to shoot it out of the map, whatever it may be, and caught him off guard, caught him right in the chest, whatever it may be, cleans him up. Now, Just like that. Twix, let's see if he has a flawless game here. I mean, it's going to be really interesting to see because
Yeah.
Twix is playing so amazing. He gets that ace and he gets 2 picks. He gets a pick on the next rounds following that. So Twix playing absolutely phenomenal, averaging 2 kills a round so far. And that is exactly what you like to see. Sauce opens things up and killing the player playing. That is so huge for Sauce because he has bomb, right? Now look at nobody in plane for Waterloo. Like they literally have a free plant.
Yes, they do, but we do see that in number 3 being able to probably watch that cross onto the site, which is very dangerous. We have that number 5. I think that's Brandon. Yep, just playing it back, watching for the flank this time. I think he just threw the nade right there or a stun. Didn't hit himself. As we see Bork and Brandon about to be into a gunfight right now. Brandon able to get that first pick. Always feels good to be on the board right here. And now we got a 4 versus 1 in. There we go. Perfect round coming from the Saints right here.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what you need. Get them on the board, get a round done, get the momentum built up a little bit, and just continue with your pressure. So now, St. Clair, they are still down 3-1. So they really just got to keep firing and keep getting these rounds on board here. You really cannot afford to drop another round. Think about it. Down 4-1, that puts Waterloo 1 point closer to cleaning up and extends the lead against St. Clair. St. Clair really going to need at least a round here, most likely 2.
Yeah, and there goes Twig's perfect game right there as we were. But St. Clair looking. No, I see 2 Krigs in one XM4. Actually, I think that's 3 Krigs really. But yeah, all stacking near the plane right now. This could be very dangerous for them. But hoping to get trades as we do see Lavelle getting picked off by Moz first pick. And Priestley just watching his back plane. Almost able to spot Moz maybe right there. Not able to. But yeah, they're all just stacked up at the back right now.
St. Clair, and I don't really like this play if you are St. Clair, right? You got to get map control. Like, if you look at it right now, Waterloo has all the control they need, and they have bomb. Like, realistically, they could probably push Sauce out of this position here. And if you are Waterloo too, if you get Fico out of this plane, which is exactly what they're doing, he can run this over to A. And I feel like they have a good shot there taking that one too. They're really forcing St. Clair to, stay back and stay in their spawn. So they're watching all crosses. They
Yep.
know St. Clair is still way back in their spawn. And they actually have a player now pushing through, and that's going to be Twix. With another one on board, Brandon going to be there to answer back, though, as now he's stuck in a 1v3. No time left, so Fico going to have to plant that bomb, but it is going down. He will have time to plant that. Doesn't even need to. Waterloo, another one on the board, 4-1. Saints looking tough in a position right now where it's going to be quite hard to come back. They're going to need to win, 5 rounds in the time where Waterloo needs to win 2. It's looking like quite a tall task, and I don't know if they are quite up for the challenge, but let's see if they can pull off the impossible.
Yep, and like we said here, map control, and this is game 1. Map control is everything. It's almost like the same here. That you got to push up, even on defense. Just push up a little bit. Get some map control. As we saw, that number 1 Twix was able to get map control. And pick off Priestley right under plane.
Yeah, and if you see that Lavelle, he's actually going to try to push up and get map control, but nobody else from the Saints did so with him. Lavelle just needs help if he's going to push up, right? And I mean, he's probably emphasizing that to his teammates. Now, St. Clair is stuck in a 2v4. If they lose this round, that pushes Waterloo to match point, and you really can't afford to do that. So, nonetheless, Sauce going to try to get some more plane control up here. Brandon going to hop up in their plane as well. They're just going to try to, making a little bit of an advance towards this B bomb, hold it off, get some feeds, whatever it may be. Waterloo not playing this one too fast. They don't really need to. They're just going to wait for St. Clair to try to make a move and get a pick, or at least even a trade. Oh
And
my God, Brandon!
Turns on Fico right there.
Wow. Yeah, that's an insane turn on. Now, Sauce, he's stuck in that position. That's bomb down on B. Brandon is forced to hit the B bomb site or kill all these players in 20 seconds. He will find Moz. He's going to get tagged down. Little to no time to work with. Bork is right there to trade him out. And now Brandon forced to push on this bomb. Will he actually be able to get a plant? As soon as he tries to put this down, he's going to have a tough time as Twix is right there. Bork is there to answer for it. Waterloo, match point 5-1. St. Clair need 5 in a row if they want to win this one.
Yeah, and that's always gets you excited when you see a play turn on someone. See Brandon right there, able to turn on Fico. Always exciting.
Yeah. Really tough here now as you see the boys over at Waterloo continuing to run it up. Twix, he started off this one 4-0, and he's been doing good since, and you see Bork as well, both 7-2, having Twix and Bork combined for 14-4. It just puts so much pressure on St. Clair. Like, Bork and Twix have more kills than all the players in St. Clair combined. So it's just really tough if you're from the side of St. Clair. You're trying to do the best you can. You're trying to do anything you can, but nothing is really working for them right now as they continue to try to light it up. But they still aren't getting map control, right? Like, they're on the defensive side of things. No map control. Bork going to continue to feed his stat line. Now up to 8-2. They're at a 4v3 disadvantage. Waterloo in great position to come in here and close this one out.
Yeah, and yeah, map control is really everything on this map. A nice pick the odds right here. But yeah, map control. We see, everyone's just at the back, even just pushing up a little, just finding areas where you can just shoulder peek and, find map control. Maybe make a play right there.
Yeah, I agree completely. And with that, now they turn it into a 3v2, looking kind of good for the St. Clair Saints. Bomb is down for Waterloo. That will be Lavelle, nice and tagged down weak. So let's see if the boys can do it over here at St. Clair. Pull this one off, get another round on the board. Only 18 seconds remain for the boys over at Waterloo to grab the bomb, get a plant. They have a whole lot to do, but Fico going to open things up, finding Sauce, getting it immediately traded out from Lavelle. That's a good little trade for St. Clair. Now putting Twix in a 2v1, but Twix is the player you want alive if you are in a 2v1, but Brandon going to be there. He's going to get shot out. Lavelle just playing his life. You know he has no time to plant. Now St. Clair getting another one on the board, 5-2 game.
Yeah, and we can see if we can make this comeback right here. Priestley's just having a rough time on the defensive side, with these head glitches and everything. Bork's just getting some great timing on him. But, looking to step it up. Dawson able to stay alive right there. It will clutch it up 5-2. It's going to be hard to come back, but let's do it round by round here.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there. And now, just like that, we have Brandon. He's the one that's going to be stepping up, like you were saying, and he's 5-6. So it's so good for him to at least be able to provide some sliding power for St. Clair, compared to when you have Bork and Twix, just absolutely firing on all cylinders. It's just so hard for St. Clair. They still need 4 in a row. Like, they did get another one on the board. It helps them out a little bit, but still such it's not impossible, such a difficult task to come through here and do this one and clean it up. You're going to see Waterloo play a little bit slower on this round, less confident, and just try to play for their picks. And it's working. Priestley tagged down to pretty much one shot. He could have been cleaned up immediately, but he's going to turn around and actually clean up things on a Twix, making things a 4v3 in favor for St. Clair. As some plays go down, Sauce will actually find Moz as well. Now a 4v2, all on a Fico and Bork. Fico and Bork, no one in playing control. That should be a plant going down on the B site. Yes, it will be Sauce. Going to be putting the bomb down on B now. The plant is in. The rotate should be over from Waterloo. They should just be able to try to see what they can do. Wing control from Priestley. And now, Lavelle in a great spot to clean up Bork and Fico actually each find one. Now a 2v2. If you are St. Clair in this position, you really cannot afford to throw this one out the window. So 2v2 now, Brandon and Priestley. Those are the players you would want alive. And Priestley actually going to get gunned down now all on a Brandon. Brandon, he only has 20 seconds to, do his deal, but he will find the one there, but he is so weak. He's just going to lay down, wait for Fico. Fico has to make a little bit of advance. What a play. Exactly, Nate. I completely agree.
Priest able to get that first blood also by just shoulder peeking, really, and that's what I've talked about in a smart play by Brandon. Just you're one shot, he's coming, but just lay down in position he's not going to expect, which is you expect him to just ego chow that, but instead he just laid down. Fico not able to shoot a bullet.
And one thing I want to point out a little bit off topic, St. Clair Esports Club actually did beat Rutgers Scarlet 2-1, and they advance now to round 3. So if St. Clair can somehow pull off, win this one, win these next 3 rounds in a row as well, they will actually, and win the control, they can actually force and go play St. Clair versus St. Clair. Unfortunately, though, right now they are already down in a 4v3, but now turning around quickly, that's going to be Sauce now, turning things to a 3v3. It's tough to have Brandon out and dead, though, right away, as he is your leading sliding power for St. Clair right now in this search and destroy. And it's just tough 3v3 now, little to no map control for the boys over at St. Clair. Really, Sauce is the main man to watch here as he's going to be defending B. But you're actually going to see that's going to be Fico falling off, and he might actually go towards A. There's going to be a big gunfight between over there. That's going to be Twix finding Priestley. Now a 2v3. St. Clair really just has to hold some angles here, go huge, just like Brandon did last round in the 1v2. Let's see what they can do here to continue to keep themselves alive. It's going to be quite tough, but at least they have to just play defense. Waterloo has to plant the bomb now. That's going to be Lavelle finding Bork. Now, just like that, Twix going to find Sauce, though. 2v1 all on Lavelle. Lavelle, your coach, your longtime Saints player, your longtime St. Clair College student. Let's see what he can do to pull this one off. He will be the man with the Krig. He's going to make a little bit of an advance. He's going to fall off. He has to make a push. He's just watching the wings, making sure nobody chows him out on the outer. He's going to have to honestly start pushing towards this plane sooner than later. It is a 7.5 second defuse time. He saw Fico cross. He saw Fico cross again. He knows exactly where Fico is. He has to run through here. Oh, he's going to try to find Twix first, but pop out and chow him. Lavelle not ready for it. Waterloo wins it 6-3, and they win the series 2-0. That will be now Waterloo advancing to go play your St. Clair Esports Club. And, if you are the varsity roster, it is kind of tough to see the club team go a little farther in the tournament than you. But nonetheless, they did play a strong Waterloo team. There's not a whole lot you can do about that one. But now we will be rooting on the St. Clair Esports Club boys over there. Let's see if they can take down this Waterloo roster. It's going to be a tough one considering the caliber of Waterloo's skill. But nonetheless, like I was saying, St. Clair, they had a decent run there. At least they were able to take out that first round, advance to round number 2, and that will actually put them in the T64 spot for this tournament. So, not great, but not amazing at this. I'm sorry, not great, but not bad at the same time. You'd want to hope to at least win a couple more there in that one, but you still got to be proud of the boys and their debut as a new roster. They're still going to be working on some things, get some scrims and done just like that. So, it was a really good time. At least we get to gauge some of the skill level of these teams in the CCL. So we really appreciate you guys all tuning in and staying with us throughout this one. Nate, how was your first time casting, my guy?
My first time casting was going great. I messed up on things, but look at the positive. It was, we had some great games. All in all, St. Clair's got a decent amount to work on. Just fix their mistakes. That's really it. That's all it comes down to. But you get a good see of the skill of the other teams and everything like that. So all in all, it's just gonna be a grind in the scrims to fix your mistakes, and that's what it comes down to. It's definitely that map's definitely winnable. You can come back on that map. 5-1, they made it 5-3. But all in all, it was a good day today.
Yeah, it was a good day. I mean, they definitely will start making some changes. The biggest things that I feel like if you are St. Clair to work on, mainly just the teamwork as a whole. The slang power's there, the gun skills there. You just got to get that slang power going. Not the slang power, sorry. You got to get the teamwork going a little bit more, the chemistry between the boys. And the biggest, most crucial thing I think out of anything is the hardpoint rotations.
Yeah,
it's so big. You're going to be playing hardpoint 2 times in a best-of-5 series most of the time. So for them to not be able to get on those rotations like they were, it's just unfortunate. Now, we're going to see if they can turn things around here a little bit going forward in the future. But we are going to go and host the SCE Esports Club channel. So make sure you guys stay. Don't leave the stream. They will go up against Waterloo Gold next. Let's see if they can actually pull it off against them. We really appreciate you guys all tuning in. It means a lot to us. I'd like to thank our sponsors one more time. It would not be possible without them. St. Clair College Alumni Association, PC Outlet, Zeckelman School of Business and Information Technology, St. Clair College, Tim Hortons, and the St. Clair SRC. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is the Private Jackson alongside Nate Orcorius. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you on the next one.